Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, everyone? It is DDunn here. I am the average gaming dad. Excuse me, I just had my lunch. Apologies for that. All right, I think we're adjusted there. We're looking good. All right, let's do it. We are on MLB The Show with what's likely going to be the longest rebuild of all time. Hopefully not, but the grind is what is fun, right? That is why I like to pick the hardest teams to rebuild. But this could be a year where we could be at the very least close to a playoff berth. Certainly, I think we'll at least be 500 this year, which would be a big step forward for the organization. I know the stats don't look good over there on the right, ranked 30th overall, 17th in contact, pitching power. But do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. We ended up we did the off season. We finished the year, did the off season, and then had enough time to play opening day away at Arizona. So let me just, if I may, this may take a couple minutes. So if you're watching the VOD, maybe fast forward. If you didn't catch the last episode, but I just want to quickly kind of go through some of the moves, the roster that we're looking at right now. So the big thing, obviously, here, right? If you look at the top, we finally have someone close to a 90 overall in I always say Chaz because I just mix Jazz and Chisholm together. So I'm trying to correct myself because I don't like mispronouncing names. But we got a top 5 free agent in Jazz Chisholm Jr. Okay. We had signed Luis Rengifo a year ago, so he's still now in the second of his what was 6-year deal. What else do we do? So we keep Means. Cannon is starting. Bryce Wilson is elite. Thorpe. We still have Martin, and then Noah Schultz is going to be a rookie playing this year out of the pen in the long relief role. So we got a rookie starting, which is pretty cool. Let's see. We pulled in we managed to keep Antone and Pache, who were both spectacular last year. We added Rule 5 draft picks Victor Gonzalez and Ian Gibaut. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Please correct me in the comments if you know. And Steve Wilson. So I feel pretty good about the pen. We still have Penn Murphy. No pun intended. Pin in the pen. But bolstered again, both Antone and Pache were both Rule 5 draft picks. Last year we picked up 2 new ones. So I feel pretty good about the pen so far. Kyle Teal will be up as a rookie. So we have one of our top prospects making his MLB debut, Matt Thaiss, behind him. And what's interesting about Kyle Teal is he's actually going to be playing corner outfield a little bit. And our superstar, generational Aldo De Villar is going to be starting as a rookie. He is 22. He is 22 years of age, so it's not like we're starting an 18-year-old. And hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. He's off to a slow start, hence the title, Is He a Bust? Obviously, we're only 18 at-bats in. He has 2 hits. He has a home run and a walk, some strikeouts, though. So, the on-base and all that, the stats are just not good right now, right? But we'll see. Of course, we signed Jazz Chisholm Jr., who is playing center field for us. Renifo is still playing at second, and then Lennon Sosa behind them. We also have, we retained Ildemaro Vargas, who's playing third, starting to regress. We signed him for an additional 2 years, so we'll see how long he lasts. Colson Montgomery gets his second year in the pros at shortstop. We also signed Jock Peterson as a free agent. Not off to the best start, hitting under 100, which is not good. That is to say, if he were to have 100 at-bats, he would get a hit 5 times out of 100. Of course, very small sample size. Jolks makes the Major League roster versus lefties. Center field, we extended a contract for Esteury Ruiz. He is on the first of his 4-year, $6.5 million deal. So we're looking for him to make some steps forward. And in right field, we still maintain Connor Joe, although he's just more of a bench bat. So the outfield is still a little shaky overall. But we got some guys down here that, maybe can hit. Shannon Suggs, a round 2 pick from our year 1 draft. Yes, from our year 1 draft. He's going to get some playing time in Double-A. He would likely be the next candidate to come up at a 69 overall. Jim Slade, who we got via trade last year, he is going to start in Double-A this year as well. So you never know what to expect from these guys. But that's the roster. Those are the moves we made. And so far, we're absolutely elite. We're 5-1. We're tied leading the division, obviously, really, really early in the year. But we are going to start by playing our first home game of the 2027 season. John Means on the bump versus Alec Marsh versus a division opponent. Let's hop in and get into it. Did you see that? Our average sucks. We still can't hit the ball, even though we just continually sign people to do it. But our ERA is at a 1.83 for the team. So the pitching is absolutely filthy. And that's why I said at the onset, don't get too wrapped up with our ratings rank compared to the rest of the league, because our pitching staff is by rating one of the worst for some reason, but very high performing last year and high performing early in the season. Home opener for the Chicago White Sox here in the year of our Lord 2027. We got the flyover. This is why we can't have health care right there. Feels good to be an American. Got the red, white, and blue waving. Fans are hyped. People are getting wasted. It's going to be a rowdy time in Southside Chicago. Let's see what our first home game shows for us. All right, John Means did pretty well last year. He was off to a really slow start, and we were really concerned. I believe at the first few months of the season, he was pitching somewhere around, I want to say close to a 5 ERA, but when you're paying a guy, $15 million or something that we're paying him, you expect a little bit better production. He ended up getting that ERA down by the end of the year, but it still wasn't comparable to where he was previously in his career. He's been very reliable. Tough call there for Means. But hopefully he gets off to a hot start this year. Bounce back year. Don't know if we will retain him and his services for the next year. I think if he pitches in the low 3s, we could look at bringing him back. But the bar is pretty high because we were paying him a lot. And he gets his first strikeout on Kyle Isbell, who looks at the slider which caught the very bottom of the zone there. First K, and a K looking. Now facing off against the superstar Bobby Witt Jr., who looks at strike one, called for a ball. So, I don't know. I don't know why, but I always have a soft spot in my heart, in my little baseball soul, for pitchers like Means. Not high velo guys who locate well, and maybe not the highest strikeout rate, but help their team win. And we don't actually have a huge budget, even though we play, obviously, in a huge city. So guys like that are going to be key for us. All right, facing off against Alec Marsh, only 5 1/3 so far in one start. ERA under 2, WHIP very high. That's very unusual for your ERA and your WHIP to match. And I was thinking about making a video of like MLB The Show stats and ratings, because I know baseball as a sport, for a newcomer of the game, it can be really confusing. Almost as confusing as that slider when Heathrow flailing out of the zone to get that one. Now in an 0-2 count. Fights off the inside fastball. Protecting there. It did just catch the zone. Working the inside part of the plate. And recognized that one creeping back towards the zone. Probably should have just laid off of that one and hoped for a good call. Just pulled the trigger too late.
0-1.
Tough at bats early in the year, shaking off the rust. There we go. Let's not swing at stuff like a foot out of the zone. Anyway.
2 balls, 1 strike.
But all in all, I feel even though we don't have like superstars right on the team, I guess Jazz would be considered a superstar. I still feel like we can be a really competitive team.
Count is 3-2.
Great take there by Vargas. Worked himself into a full count. And a walk.
Take your base.
And now, not our first look, because last episode we did pinch hit
Ball 1,
with
no
Jock
strike.
Peterson. He does not start versus lefties because he's DHing for us. And we have Lennon Sosa, who has like 80 contact versus lefties. But we're hoping that Jock Peterson is going to mash. He hit like 35 home runs, I think, last year. And for a team like ours, where home runs were really hard to come by, and just overall runs in general,
1 ball,
really
2
hoping for a
strikes.
guy like Jock to be a staple in our offense.
Foul ball.
Really out ahead of some of these off-speed pitches, and frankly out ahead of some of these off-speed as well. Early on 95, and that one caught in foul territory for out number 2. Early, like, if you get early and late timing, that's actually not too bad.
Ball 1.
You can definitely get hits on early and late depending on the vision rating and contact rating. Tried to hang back on that 95, but then we're late. Very late, very early are likely foul balls, but early and late you can definitely get
Ball 2.
some hits.
We got 2
Now on
balls,
opening
1
day
strike.
with Jazz, we actually just blasted a homer out to right field in Diamondback Stadium, even though he is significantly weaker against lefties.
Aye.
I think that was pretty good timing. Very early. There is no way.
Aye.
All right, so we got to work on our timing a little bit. We're out in front of stuff by a very large margin. And considering we're looking at 94, it feels like we should be doing a little bit better than that. Jazz takes that one off the hop. Maybe had a chance.
Nope.
But I was going to say, had a really good shot at a double play, but can't glove it. Gets past our rookie first baseman. And we got 2 on with no outs with the Pasquatch, Vinny Pasquantino. Not a ton of speed on the base paths, but I don't think it will matter, as that one gets grooved into the gap. They're sending the runner home. 41 speed, play at the plate, not in time. And the pass squatch drives in 2. Changeup just catches way too much of the zone. And we find ourselves in an early lead. Ooh, good snag on a line by Villar. Makes up for, not really an error, but that one grounder that got past him could have been a double play. Now facing off against Kepler. He likes the high fastball. We'll give him another one. That one dotted, and you already know we're going slider way away. Trying to get a big swing and miss here. That one, a chopper to second. Renifo's there. Out number 2. So now Joey Weimer will need a hit to score a runner. Little back foot slider action.
Nope. Ball 1.
Really close pitch to lay off. And there we go. We get a swing and miss on the changeup. Not the best outing by means. We just had a couple pitches that missed up in the zone. And Royals take advantage. They get 2. Now, again, back facing Marsh. We were out in front of a lot. Both fastballs and the off-speed we were in front of. Good timing there, I'm pretty sure. Yep, good timing. Tried to pull a fastball, almost got it.
Ball 1. 1 ball.
Ruiz, a guy that if he can draw a walk or get a single, he can get to third
Ball that's outside.
pretty quickly. Great speed and stealing ability. Works the count even. And a little blooper into right will be caught. Maybe just a little late on that one. Up and in. Colson Montgomery, who also, I mean, to be fair, pretty much everyone on the team finished really strong last year. We went into the All-Star break with like 20 or 30 wins and ended up with close to 70. We had a monstrous second half of the year, but just got off to such a slow start. We weren't really competing.
That's a ball.
Good at bat here from Montgomery. Works the count back even again. What are Marsh's stats? He's average. I imagine we can get to him. We just got to keep putting together some better at-bats, get our swing timing down. Love to see the rookie, Kyle Teal, who's playing in left field today. We are just so far out in front of that changeup. A lot of bite at the end of that. And Teal's going to continue his hot streak. That one ripped for a single out to right field, 106 off the bat. Taking the first pitch and driving it. And now the rookie.
Nope. Outside.
Who, off to a slow start. The 2 runs in his last 3 games. He has the ratings. And he's not like he's, fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
I love the smooth swing, though.
1-1.
But again, out in front of 87. Out in front again.
1 ball.
These are just absolute gifts, and we are just too far out in front.
Aye.
Oh, I thought that was another slider. It was a fastball, just caught the zone. Really getting worked so far. And we're gonna have to figure out this pitcher. Otherwise, obviously, we're gonna struggle. I know that seems really obvious, right? We got to see pitches better, but we're seeing fastballs for sliders, sliders for fastballs. We can't get the timing right. I think we'll be okay. Facing off now, Means versus Isbell. Gets a piece. Hopefully work him with this outside slider, fouled away. Maybe an outside fastball he chases. And he does, but we don't get the call. Not even sure what to throw. Well, we get some soft contact on the curveball. That's good enough. And now second trip around for Bobby Witt Jr. And he's going to ground out. Good fielding and throw from Montgomery at short. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Means. Good bounce back inning. After giving up 2 in the first. We're close to turning our rotation over. There's something about Alec Marsh that's really giving us some issues. Could also be haven't played in a few days. I know that breaks the fourth wall a little bit, but good eye there on the sinker. Expecting a challenge fastball here. Could have easily been ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And the next pitch is 3-1. Are we going to get a pitch to hit here? We do. Theis pulls this one to right field, but he just does not quite have the power to get it over the fence or to the wall. Only 88 off the bat. Good swing there. And that's what we need more of. Just good at-bats, good swings. That's a decent take from Renifo. Absolutely dotted at the bottom of the zone. Front door slider. Again out in front. And there's that low inside fastball. Popped up. All right.
Ball 1.
Surely someone is going to get some solid contact sooner than later. Vargas is going to get some. Pulls one out to right field. So again, we're early on it. Not much power, only 74 off the bat, but we reach out, get that fastball into right. Now Jock.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Big bat. Slow start. He's definitely due. We got to get this man back on track. See if we get a fastball grooved. Marsh is loving that low inside fastball. Lay off of it there. And he goes down on the inside fastball. Would love to see the timing on that. Feel like we timed it up pretty well, but Jock is just cold to start this one. Teal gets it on a bounce. Really relying on John Means' really, really high hit per 9. But a lot of these batters also have really, really high contact ratings.
Runner, he's going, he's going.
Glaber fouls that one off. Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Maybe a front door slider here. Gets a swing and miss. We love to see it. Only the 3rd K for Means. We've definitely had more strikeouts than other games last season with Means, but not really what you expect from the guy.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runner, runner, runner.
Another steal attempt with a foul off.
Ball.
Oh, you know, I might have called that a strike. And now we have a full count. We can go up and in on the fastball. I know this seems weird throwing a curveball on a full count, but it gets the Pasquatch, who was the hero for Kansas City driving in 2 earlier.
Aye. 0-1. Aye.
And Means is getting this curveball working. Please throw the ball. Getting a little worried there. That internal clock was ticking away. All right, so we got Jazz, we got Ruiz, and we got Montgomery coming up. Some decent bats. We're working Alec Marsh. Only 3 full innings of work, 50 pitches.
Ball.
He hasn't been extremely efficient. We just have not. He's just been missing really well. That one a big miss, a changeup left up, but again, just out in front of it.
Aye.
There's the sinker.
1 ball.
We've
2
seen
strikes.
so many low fastballs. You follow that up with a sinker.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Understandable why Jazz would go to that.
We got a full count.
Fastball inside. Jazz also runs really well. And the slider gets away from him for ball 4. So Jazz gets a free pass. And I would love a steal from Jazz.
Aye. 2.
Wow.
No balls,
Just
2 strikes.
cannot get on that slider. Out of the hand, it just looks so much like a fastball. And by the time we take a rip at it, it's too late.
Ball.
So now, knowing that we have 1 out and the double play ends the inning, looks like Kansas City expecting a steal opportunity.
Ball inside.
Marsh's energy is running out.
That's a ball.
And 3-1, we might try a hit and run. We're going to send Jazz. And we get it! That one rolled to the corner. And Jazz goes What the hell? What? We sent Jazz. We get the hit. And then he doesn't run to third. He had an opportunity to go home. Why was he held? I don't control the base running. So that's really frustrating. But Kyle Teal! This one high and deep on the left. Off the wall. One is home. Two is home. A bad field. And Teal gets on with a bases clearing triple. Holy cow. I mean, first pitch. That one hung up there for a long time. I thought it might get caught, but dropped. One hops off the wall. Really bad base running, honestly, by Teal. Because the throw in just wasn't fielded well. If it was, he probably would have been out by a mile, but Villar would love to keep this hit streak going with the rookie. And he dribbles one down to first base. Good pitch to swing at. We had good timing on it too, I believe. Early on it, as usual, but we got two across. Opportunity to get some more.
1-0.
And it looks like they're going to get a couple arms up in the pen.
Yeah. I got one ball, one
Out in
strike.
front, very early. Okay. There we go. Bryce rips this one, but it's foul. We're just so antsy.
2-2 to count.
Good eye there. And the high outside fastball. I'm not sure what the timing was on that. But Kyle Teal showing out, having a great start to his rookie campaign. Came into the game hitting over 300. Is 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies. Feels good. Let's see if Means can keep the game tied. Very nice.
0-2. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
How about a front door slider? Can we work that one in there? Fouled off. Fastball away, maybe?
That's ball 2.
Take. How do we get Kepler out? We've gone slider, low and in. And he's early on the fastball. Maybe a changeup gets him. No. Just will not stop making contact. I've said this before, but it feels like sometimes the CPU goes into like contact swing mode and they just make contact with absolutely everything. I feel like that's the situation here. Really working this at bat, and it's a high fly ball out to left. Kyle Teal is not able to grab it. He was there. He tracked it really well, but could not make the over-the-shoulder catch. And now we got a runner on second. with no outs.
Ball one.
All right, runner advances to third, so we get the first out. And this is where it would be great to have, you know, a true strikeout artist. It's just easier to work out of jams like this. But Means can throw a lot of pitches in a game. Beautiful. Change up, dotted, low and away, 5th K. Tough pitch indeed. Now facing off against Kyle Isbell. Very little power. Should be able to challenge him in the zone. Yeah, he barrels one, but he just can't get it out of the yard. Ruiz under it. Game still tied at 2. Let's see if we can get our bats going. Rengifo, Vargas, and Peterson up next. Would love to get a hit with Jock Peterson. I don't think, if I remember right, I think we signed him on a $10 million deal. Carlos Hernandez. Coming out from the pen. 3 2/3, 7 ERA. Right-handed batters have hit 500 against him. And he throws absolute gas. I mean, we've been so far out ahead of 95, maybe at 100. We timed that up perfectly. Rengifo, all-star last year. And I mean, that thing is absolutely barreled. 115 off the bat. Rengifo. I never know how to pronounce it. I like Rengifo. Perfect. Yet to record a hit today. And he was by far our best hitter last year. Along with Ildemaro Vargas. Let's see if he can get all one. Get on base for Jock. That would be ideal here.
Ball two.
But so far, Hernandez giving him nothing to swing at.
That's ball three.
Ball three.
3-0.
Do we greenlight Vargas? We do not. 97 pipe down the middle. Trying to follow our baseball etiquette, but if it gets to the 7th, 8th inning, you best believe we're ripping at those. We let another fastball kind of away go past us. Good fastball up and in. Fights that one off. Ooh. And ball 4 is hits. Uh-oh, Kryto, you went crazy on the creative team in 2K. Tell me about it. All right, Jock.
Ball one, no strike.
Having a tough start to the season. Let's get back on track. Give these fans something to cheer for. A $10 million man. Slider just catches the bottom of the zone.
Inside ball.
Jock, I believe, also really high discipline, so can easily work some walks. Oh, way out in front of the splitter.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, if there's anything to say about the team so far, is we have been hunting fastballs. Brutal slider. Catches Jock flailing. Jazz hitting fourth for us. 2 outs. We have just really struggled with the breaking balls today. That would have been Jock Peterson's hot zone right there. But it's going to be Jess. This one high, this one deep, and this one off the wall. Jazz on second. Runner goes first to third. Big opportunity here for Asuri Ruiz. 98 clutch. And he delivers. A liner out to center. I mean, just absolutely barreled, timed up perfectly, and not rewarded. Unfortunate. All right. Carito? Didn't your name used to be Kryto? Am I just going crazy here? I could have sworn your name was Kryto. Did you change it, or am I just an idiot? But you made a team based of Beyblade, Metal Fusion, Anime. Holy. I'm not going to lie to you, bud. I don't really even know what half that means. I'm just kidding. I know what Beyblade is. I don't really watch much anime. But that's really cool. Always super creative. It sounds cool as hell. All right, means that changeup is lethal on the outside. It has been dotted time and again. How about the curveball? Fought off. Hanging in there, eating a ton of pitches. We're at 76. I know that means can go close to 100 if need be, but I don't know if that's really what we need right now. So let's get Gibao. I got to figure out how to pronounce this guy's name. And Gonzalez up. We'll get a little righty-lefty action going. I mean, we can really waste some pitches here. Let's just go. Let's really raise a fastball. Top of the zone. Get the pop-up. Jazz can't make the catch. Are you kidding me? And Bobby Witt has 95 speed. Oh my God, that's the second fielding. Not necessarily an error, but we're there to make that play. That's the second time that's happened where we've been in position to glove one and just don't make the play. Earlier out and left with Kyle Teal. That's tough.
Nope.
I mean, now we really need a strikeout here. Or just an infield single where Witt cannot advance. That works. Great snag from Montgomery and short. All right, Kryto, you made a team based of Storm Pegasus Beyblade in the third uniform base on Galaxy Pegasus. Now I definitely don't know what that means. Certainly no disrespect. It sounds cool as hell. I'm just unfamiliar with that game. Oh, God. All right. Glaber hits at 81, just in the perfect location. Third run scores for KC. They're up by 1. We still got plenty of time. Might get a double. Oh, there we go. Great play by Feist behind the plate. Guns down the runner. See if we can get him on the high fastball.
Nope. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one looks pretty good to me. Pasquatch reaching out for that changeup. Maybe we'll go slider away. Means does have the outlier where his pitches don't lose break once he gets tired, but that one just finds the zone. And the Pasquatch pokes it out to left. I think we might have to pull Means. And it looks like righty is the way. So Ian Gibbet might be right. Is going to come in 1-0 so far. Pitched 1 inning, got a win. All right, Kryto. Beyblade with spinning tops toys. Yeah, I know. I know what a Beyblade is. I've just my kids don't play with them. I've never played with a Beyblade, so. But I got you. All right, give it. Give it. You bow. Throws good gas.
Ball 2.
But a little high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Let's get one in the zone here. Vargas. Okay. Makes the play. Throw to first is in time. Get out of it. Kansas City, man. Playing a tough game. They drive one across on a defensive miscue. And now we'll face off against Angel Zerpa. We got a sinker slider combo, 4-seamer, and a changeup to deal with. Good fastball at the top of the zone.
Ball 1. 1-1. Yeah. 1
Did
ball,
we whiff?
2 strikes.
Very early. We are so early on breaking pitches today. Kind of outrageous. Got a little bit of a lefty-lefty matchup here. Colson not great against lefties. Oh my God, that was a pitch. Slider grooved right down the middle. But once again, out in front. And then a nice hard inside fastball to follow. Popped up. It's going to be out number 1. Tough to do much with that pitch, to be honest. At least we're finally late on a fastball. Kyle Teal, 2 for 2. Ooh, my God, almost went 3 for 3. Seeing the ball really well. Went 2 for 4 last game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hitting 364 so far. Unreal. And a catcher playing the outfield. Ooh. Rips that sinker down the third base line, but does not stay fair. Crowd's starting to get into it. And there's the slider again, out in front. He gets the punchy on Teal. And the rookie with a smooth swing out to right. And caught at the wall, the fence, whatever you want to call it. We just cannot get a ball to land in grass for our young, hopeful superstar. And his struggles continue. Tough game going into the 7th. We got Gibbet still in. Need to get another righty up. It will be TJ Antone. Looking ahead, righty is probably the way. So as long as Gibbet can be efficient, he will likely finish this inning.
Ball one.
Kepler wants nothing to do with that slurve, but he's going to get another one. Okay. Decent enough defense. I think one problem that we have on defense, actually our defensive ratings on the infield are pretty good. Vargas at third has a silver shield. First base, other Vargas has gold. Colson has silver. Really, the only weak link, if we have one, is second. But really, the problem, I think, if anything, is just speed. We're not very quick to the ball. A little bit of a miss there with the fastball. Uh-oh, yesterday was a bad day. I do not like to hear that. You want to talk about it? What's going on, man? Beautiful pitch by Gibbet, up and in for the strikeout. Umpire cam. God, it's got to be so hard to be an umpire, a job I would never want. Just tens of thousands of people hating you on a daily basis because you might be off by an inch. Gibbet is being efficient, only 13 through 3 batters because he did finish off last inning, right? Uh-oh, a trash truck destroyed a cable line in the power pole. So you were out of power, I'm assuming? That's tough.
Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good changeup. We get a broken bat there. I feel like the slurve should be good here. 2-2.
We got full count.
It's not really located well. We're going to have to go challenge fastball. Up and in, see if we can dot this. Get the foul off. He's willing to swing at it.
Ball 4.
That one misses. There's a walk from Gibbet. What's our next matchup here? Kyle Isbell. A lefty. Pretty similar contact rating, just a little bit more power. We still got plenty of gas in the tank. See if we can get out of this. Get a low cutter there. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So trash truck hit a power line. Your dad got into a car accident. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's going to be really, really scary. I've been in a few car accidents myself. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope he's okay. Okay, no, he's fine. No one was injured. That's good to hear. But, that's tough. It can be really scary to hear that. I'm really sorry. That does sound like a pretty tough day, man. I'm sorry you're going through that. Hopefully today is looking up for you. All right, so we will schedule Antone in. He'll face off against Witt, Ozuna, and Glaber. And now we got Robert Stevenson. Slider, four-seamer, curveball.
That's a ball. 1-0.
I mean, we were so early on 93, 94. You got to think 97. We're feeling pretty good about it.
2-0.
even 99 on that high fastball. Nice pitch there.
2-1.
Hard to do anything with that. We're gifted 2 straight balls to start, so we can keyhole a little bit. We get one to rip, but foul.
Full count.
Nice take. If we could work a walk, turn the order over, that would be a good way to get it going here. Fights off the high fastball. 98 up in the zone.
Nope, that's not
Great take there on the slider. We have been just eating sliders for strikes all day. We finally lay off one and are rewarded with our patience. Now some of our best hitters coming up. Whoa! And Efo just tucks his butt in. I kind of would rather him take that one on the ass cheek there, give us a free base, but I understand. Self-preservation mode engaged. Also eliminates the double play as Matt Theis gets on second base. I mean, Rengifo, phenomenal batter. 0 for 3 today. You got to think he's due. Get on a slider, hangs up.
ball. That's out.
Don't have to swing. We really got a keyhole here. I mean, that's pretty low. Obviously not a ball, but would love something a little bit higher in the zone. And we work a walk. Okay. Good teams win close games. Vargas, 84 clutch? Let's see something here.
Infield fly rule, batter's out.
Good timing. I mean, that's right above the zone. I get it. Really eager. Oh, Jock Peterson. What a time for you to hit a baseball. This would be ideal. And he does! Jock Peterson! Liner in the left! Off the wall! One runner's coming home. The other holds at third. And Jock Peterson ties it up with an RBI double. That's why we're paying him. Big moment there for Jock. Smooth stroke, and there he is standing on second, and they are going to pull Stevenson. Now the great thing is, Ruiz is up next, right? He has like 98 clutch, and naturally like 97 or like 80 something contact versus lefty. So with a runner on second, it doesn't matter if they go righty lefty. Oh, it's Jazz. Oh, that was a pitch. Breaking ball. The slurve just dropped right in the middle of the plate. We're out in front. There's basically no way to get a double play. Good timing on a sinker. Foul tip on the slurve. We make contact. very early. Good sinker there. Looked like a fastball in, but obviously sinker with a little bit of run there. There we go. Get down. Ruiz! And they're sending the runner. Jock Peterson at home, and he gets across. An R2-run single from Estuary Ruiz. Doesn't have a ton of power. You don't need it. Just puts the ball in play. And we have a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. And he also has great speed. So he can go first to third. He could go first to home on a double. We do need to check out the pin. Make sure we... Nope. Let's see. Okay, so we do have Antone scheduled. Perfect. Oh, out in front.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Timing has been off today. I don't know if I mentioned that for the 1,000th time.
1 strike.
But Ruiz is going to steal second. Ruiz, I mean, it was like, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? He stole something like, I know it sounds outrageous, but I think like 60 bags one year. Like, that may be stretching it. Like, maybe I'm misremembering, but the dude is absolutely lethal on the base path.
2-2 the count.
Just early. Couldn't make contact there. 2-2. Let's see if we get a... Oh, there it is. Change up, left up. Ruiz is going home. The throw at the plate, not in time, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. He gets a single, drives in 2. Steals second, and then he's able to go second to home on a ball that barely makes it out of the infield. We take a 3-run lead here late in the 7th. Ooh. Kyle Teal, 2 for 3 today, hitting like 350. A triple, a single, 2 RBIs. Oh, that sinker, man. And now we find ourselves in an 0-2 count. Oh, try to go contact swing, just in case that one landed close. But we whiff it, probably out in front. But big damage done. Big damage done. We score 4 in the 7th and take a 3-run lead. We got the back end of our bullpen coming in. TJ Antone leading the way. 4 games so far, 3 1/3 with a 2.7 ERA. All right, Kryto, get back to your messages here. You made a team based on the Thunderbirds and now making one on the Knights and a Bigfoot. That's funny. My fun fact, my high school that I went to was one of only 2 in the country that have the Thunderbird as the mascot. North Callaway Thunderbirds. All right, Antone misses on the first 2. Arguably did not miss on the first one. Beautiful slider. Obviously, Bobby Witt, a tough out here. We'll see if we can wipe him out with the slurve. And then the high fastball gets him looking. Beautiful. TJ Antone working the bottom of the zone, then climbs the ladder for the punch out. Now Marcell Ozuna hit a double earlier in the game. Kind of got the hitting started. And got KC, I believe, on the board. I mean, if you like that slider, I will be happy to give you another one. Oh, off the ankle. Vargas is looking the wrong way. Only 29 speed, and that is enough. What was Vargas doing on this play? Is this just my imagination, or was he looking in the outfield? Almost. Ball goes off the pitcher's ankle. He's able to grab it and get the throw to first, but would like to see a little bit more effort, a little bit more hustle there.
That's outside. From
our starting third baseman. But that happens, right? You know, sometimes like guys don't put in 100% every play.
2 strikes.
And just like on a personal note, I think that's like one of the most frustrating things when you see professional athletes not hustling on plays. It drives me crazy. Like, these guys are out here getting paid. I know not everyone is getting paid millions. As Gleyber Torres goes down swinging through the slider. I know something about that. We've done that 30 times today. But so many kids are out there just dreaming every day of making it into a pro level or even a college level. And you see these guys getting paid millions just jogging to first base. Like, you never know what can happen. Play the play. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. All right. Going to be facing off now against John Schreiber as we will schedule our closer in. Colin Pache. Has some decent matchups coming up. But unless, just looking at the pitch mix here.
Ball, that's low.
You know, unless we're able to get another run or two across, this is going to be a safe situation.
1-1.
And the rookie really struggling, now under 100. He had a nice smooth stroke earlier that ended up being a fly out to right. That one even not hit too bad. But just fielded well. Seen him hit so far in 2 games.
Counts 1-0.
I'm not super concerned. He's making solid enough contact. He's putting the ball in play. So there's a little bit element of luck that every batter needs. And maybe he just needs a little sprinkle of luck there to get back on track. And we're quickly down 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Ball.
Lineup rolls over. Ooh, good sinker there. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Ball, that's out.
Okay. Easy take. Renifo 0 for 3 with a walk on his line today.
3 balls, 1
That
strike.
sweeper way outside.
Aye.
Oh my God. Beautiful pitch.
Full count.
Would have loved a call there. We've had a few not go our way in similar spots.
3.
And then the inside sinker. I mean, just really 2 really well located pitches. Tough takes. Very tough takes, but could have easily been ball 4 both times. Now we're going to see Colin Pache. Has 4 saves and 5 opportunities. 6 innings, 4.5 ERA. Not great. See what he can do here. He gets a pop-up from Freddie Fermin to start. Jazz under it. Kepler up next, swings through the slide piece. How does Max Kepler feel about the inside slider? Teal closing in, able to make that grab. Makes up for his mistake earlier in the game when it was a tough catch, over the shoulder fly ball, but he whiffed. And Kansas City capitalized. Quick 1-2. And Pache is absolutely dealing. No reason to really give him much of anything. Oh! Throw it! Oh my God. Defense! Come on, man. That one is officially scored an error. Our other two blunders, not quite so much. But giving Kansas City life here.
That's a ball.
Now maybe we just
Ball one, no strike.
pitch down for ground ball double play. Just looking for some soft contact. But ahead in the count now, I think we can, and pitching down previously, we'll climb the ladder, get a pop-up. There we go. Pache gets the punchy. Pow, pow, pow. And we get a win! We are winning games in Southside Chicago. It feels great, man. It feels great. Kryto, you may need some new Dil Asulo? Dil Asulo is charity translated to shoes. That's very cool. I mean, thank you for providing the translation so I knew what you were saying. Need some new shoes? I need some new shoes too. TBH. My regular tennis shoes, dog ate like half of the shoestring, so they're just like tied so they don't fall off. They're worn out. Gonna give me some dad New Balance. But anyway, Ruiz gets player of the game with that 2 RBI single that put us ahead. Gibbet comes in, gets the win, pitches 1 1/3, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Kyle Teal goes 2 for 4 with a triple, 2 RBIs. Jock Peterson 1 for 4 with a double. And Colin Montgomery. Okay. Still need that breakout game for our superstar rookie. So early in, it's really hard to declare him a bust. And we could still send him down probably by the end of the month to AAA if we needed to. And he would still maintain his rookie status. All right, so now we got to go down to AA, work these lineups a little bit. All right, let me just make sure. Yeah, we definitely want our higher potential guys getting some starts here. Including our very first pick of the rebuild, Jose Franco. Kind of a liability. Oh, we don't really have a place to put him. None of our outfielders. I guess we can DH him. Yeah, we'll DH him. Especially because his defense is terrible. All right, so how do we want to construct this? Versus righties. Let's go Ramos leading off. Franco's second actually looks pretty good with 73 clutch. And then where's Suggs? Decent clutch and 68 power versus righties. The rest of that is fine. Then we got to do it again. Now, our AA team could actually be pretty good. We got a lot of young talent down here, which is really exciting that we can finally say that. All right, and now, Franco, 80 contact versus lefties, 100% going to lead off here. And then after that, contact is not so great. Maybe we go... Where's Suggs? He has 74 power versus lefties. Contact's pretty bad, though. So let's go Cuero, Suggs. Not a lot of contact, but a ton of power down here at AA, which is, again, pretty exciting. Check out the rotations. Make sure we got starters starting. We don't. Starters should be in the long relief role. Okay, and then our closer. Yeah, that works. All right, rotation lineup set. Yo, we are 7-1 right now. And we have scouting, which is one of my favorite parts of doing a franchise, is finding our next star. Where do we pick? I think we picked 2 or 3. Do we have the same scouts? Looks like we do. Okay. I think if we click in here, yeah, we pick at number 1. So if we have, it doesn't look like we have a generational prospect, because otherwise, from my understanding, they are 100% listed at the number 1 spot if they're generational. But maybe we have a generational pitcher here, or close to it, right? He could still have 99 potential. So let's start with let's just look at the class. Starting pitcher, a lot of starting pitchers, some shortstops, some outfielders, which we still need. We still need more depth in the outfield. Catcher, we could honestly use. So lots of outfielders, few infielders. Actually, some catchers here in the top 100. Overall, this actually looks like a pretty balanced class just by initial looks. So, the number 1 prospect is Howard Wright in the Western region. So we will go. Let's see, where's our pitching scout? Looks like Jose Reyes. So we are going to scout starting pitchers in the West. We are going to use our Discovery Scout to discover pitchers in the West. And then we're going to start looking at some of these position players for our top prospects. This catcher looks really intriguing, Manny Escobar. I know we have Kyle Teal, right? But right now he's playing outfield. So catcher is a need. Who is worthy of a number 1 overall? Might be a pitcher, which I would rather go position player, but Rich, given those, like I'm looking at the present numbers, 35 to 59, that makes me think his overall rating is going to be really low. Which makes me think that his potential will also be really low. I think so far that catcher has been the best prospect that we've seen by far. Jeff Hines looks like he could be pretty decent. We do need a future third baseman, but they have him projected at 50. Oh my goodness. So this guy probably guaranteed, well, maybe not. Have him ranked 3rd, but I think his overall is getting carried by his defense. How about outfielders? Don't feel super confident with any of these guys. At least looking for, a number 1 pick. We'll probably look at Orlando Montanez, though, just for that potential. But yeah, I think just doing a quick peruse through, I like Manny Escobar. Looking at his contact and on-base skills, some good defense, I think he could easily be a top 5 prospect that we might want to really look at. So positional needs, we'll go starter. We do need a closer. We'll go catcher, and then we'll put closing pitcher on there for now. Week 1 of scouting done. We're first in the division. All right, so we played our interdivision a couple hours. But we're good for another hour or 2. Try and do one more full-length game. We did our interdivision game. Let's do an out-of-division game. Tigers, Guardians, Twins, Royals. Although I don't think I've actually played the Guardians yet. Also, all of these games at home. We could go, maybe that's what we'll do. We could go to Chicago, right? So it's still a home game, but a little Chicago battle. I think that's a great idea. So let's send ahead and we'll take on the Cubs. We have a high leverage situation here. We're down by 1. We got a runner on first, bottom of the 9th. Let's see if we can clutch up and get the win. We are 8th in stolen bases. Our on-base percentage, though, is still super low. Jock Peterson at the plate versus a righty. Oh my God, Lucas Urseg, former A, throws absolute filth. And crushed! Jock Peterson! 1 pitch, 1 swing, and a win! Give me that filth all day, Lucas! That's why we're paying him $10 million. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a nuke. That is a nuke. Stomping on home plate. And bop. Absolute nuke. You love to see it. A walk-off Jock goes 2 for 4 with a home run and a double. Antone comes in, gets the win. Jock goes 2 for 4. Yeah, Renifo 1 for 3. Theis 1 for 3. Vargas 0 for 4. Who started this game? Drew Thorpe goes 6. Only allows 2 earned, 4 Ks, 1 walk, 5 hits. Not a bad. That's a pretty good start. Old man Murph comes in, takes 2 innings, and then the closer comes in and seals the deal, or at least prevents them. Very nice. Got a little hype there. Got a little hype there. Okay. Back-to-back sweeps. Let's see if we can keep this momentum going. Okay. We're bound to come back down to earth, right? We know that. Still trying to get to this Cubs series. All right. This is more us. It sucks. But this is where we're at. All right. I'm still really excited about a hot start because every win gets us closer. All right. So Manny Escobar actually looks pretty good. We still have him at 11. The arm strength behind the plate is massive. The fielding lacks a little bit to be desired. But a catcher that can hit and get on base is very, very valuable. We'll go another week with him. And he wants $6.3 million. So you got to think that maybe that's worth it. You need to be in third. We discovered 3 new prospects, and we only scouted 7, which is not great. But we really wanted to look at Howard Wright, who we had at first. He goes all the way down to 5th. I think because the potential maybe dropped so much. I think if we are going to spend a first round, like a number 1 overall pick, though, we got to be sure. So we are going to go another week. Why is he... How is he not scouted to 100%? He's 22. It should be really... Oh, because... Right. We're scouting everyone, not just individuals. Okay. Who else did we discover? A relief pitcher, a closing pitcher that's not ranked, a bunch of not ranked guys. Okay. All right, so now who is the number 1 pitcher? Ricky Christian, 19 years old. This is actually, I think, bait. The potential and the overall are so close. At best, he's like a high 70s with like an 80 overall. So that's just, to me, like that's just bait. I don't think that's even worth looking at. Same thing with Royce Hu. Like, you're not going to get a guy that's like a 90 overall with 90 potential. It's just not going to happen. So really all these top pitchers, like they look great, right? But it's all bait. But maybe a guy like Bobby Justice would be a good pickup. Good strikeout rate. Hit per nine's a little low. But we typically like to draft pitchers later. I just really need to know if this one starter is worth the first rounder. Which so far, actually, I think he might rebound. We'll see. We'll continue on this path. Get to this Cubs game. We end up getting swept by Detroit. That's tough. All right, so do we want to pitch with Bryce Wilson, John Means, or Cannon? We have pitched with Wilson and Means already, so we will pitch with Cannon. Send these first 2 games and another opportunity to close one out. This time, we are up by 1 with a runner on. Pache looking to close. Yeah, we just, for whatever reason, we just can't find offense, which is funny because Like, our stadium's pretty hitter friendly. We have a very small outfield. We should be able to hit really well. All right, no outs with a runner on. Alejandro Kirk. Let's just try and get ahead. No. Just keep it low. Get a double play maybe. Oh, beautiful. The slider just catches the bottom of the zone. Check swing. And now a double play ends it. So we will be pitching down for that double play ball. We end up getting a pop-up here. That's fine. Jazz is under it. One more out to go. It's worked so far. Let's continue to do it. Pitching down. Oh, you going to run for it? He does. Okay. So a runner in scoring position. That means clutch rating takes over. And I need to see his clutch rating. 60. Okay. He wanted a piece. Can't be too predictable. Let's get a two-seamer in on the hands here. Popped up. Vargas camped out. All right. Get a hard-earned dub. Low-scoring game. Pache gets another save. Means with the win, pitches 7. Only giving up 1 earned. That's a great start. Jock Peterson goes 1 for 1. Vargas 2 for 3. Connor Joe and Ruiz both 1 for 4. We really just need some help in the outfield. And if we're thinking that we're going to be playing around 500, contending for a playoff berth, we might look to make a trade. All right. So we will play this next full game with Jonathan Cannon. Let's take a look at where we're at right now. Lineup, just everyone's cold. I mean, Theis is just not a good batter, right? We know this. But Jazz is cold. Ruiz is cold. Vargas is cold. Jock, though, picking it way up. It says he only has 1 home run, but it said he had a home run, I think, in the last game, and we hit one ourselves. Feels weird. But Renifo is, so we just got some guys in a little bit of a cold slump, but maybe Kyle Teal moves up a little bit. Our bench bats are not doing any better. All right. Let's hope that we can sort out the offense. ERA is still below 3 for a team, which is phenomenal. But that's just been the whole story so far this rebuild, is our pitching has actually not been bad. We just cannot hit the ball to save our lives. But let's see what we can do here. Looks like their catcher, Miguel Amaya, either struggling really bad with a 0 hitting average or is coming in off the bench today. Let's focus in on Jazz. Paid a lot of money to get him to come to Chicago. Max deal that we could offer him. And he's hitting 152. OPS at 530. So a ways to go. So let's see what we can do here. Facing off against Ben Brown. Looks like a decent guy. Doesn't give up a ton of homers, maybe. Throws pretty high heat, up to 99 on the fastball. Get a fastball right down the middle. Popped up. Easy out. 6. Kyle Teal, a big outlier for this team, hitting close to 300. 10 of 35 in his last 10 games, I think that's it. No, could have been to us 10 games. Man, Renifo just really,
That's a ball.
really slow out the gate this year.
Counts 1-0.
These guys were staples in the lineup last year. Really need them to come around. And so far, Ben Brown filling up the zone. And that one I think is going to get through. Only 71 off the bat, but it gets past Brown, squeaks through the infield, and we got ourselves a single. We'll take it. Jock getting hot. And that one is crushed out to center. Only 96 off the bat. Don't know if it has the carry. And it does not. Caught on the warning track. But so far, we are getting plenty of pitches to hit. And Jazz pops this one up. Another fastball right down the middle. So we leave a base runner on, but we got some good swings. Last game we played, we really struggled with timing. But so far, good timing swings. Just can't get the barrel to the bat. I mean, Jocks was hit pretty hard, to be fair, but going dead center in Wrigley is a little tough. And so far, Jonathan Cannon is crushing it. Absolutely dealing.
Inside, ball 2.
Finds himself in an even count here versus Josh Lowe. Fouls off that high fastball.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Josh Lowe playing a really tough customer for some reason. Although I think Cannon, not the highest K rate. Let me refresh my memory on Cannon. Yeah. He's just kind of pretty even across the board. More of a pitch to contact kind of guy. Jesus. 10th pitch coming in here. Fouled off again. Josh Lowe with his massive 64 contact and 46 vision, just putting bat to ball every swing. You love to see it. Finally.
Got him.
Getting easy grounded to third. And that is pretty much the staple of Cannon.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Throwing hard sinkers down, getting ground balls. We really just need to get that K rate up a little bit. There we go. And there's his first one. Inside four-seamer. Gets past Garrett Hampson. Ooh. Ooh. Ian Happ getting bamboozled. And then a cutter in on the hands. Ooh. Miss by Cannon. That one caught way too much plate. It gets driven out to left. That's where it needed to be last time. Michael Bush goes around. Unhappy with that call.
Ball one.
Runner!
They're going to run. That changeup left way up. .97 on that fastball. Everyone just hanging in there. Oh, and that one ripped down the first base line. And I think that will score the runner. Yep. 104 off the bat from Michael Bush. And it just bends its way just inside the line, bounces off the wall, and just keeps going. Ruiz, not bad defensively, but that's just a tough ball to get to. Hits so hard.
Nope, that's inside.
See if we can put him away with the sweeper.
2-2 the count.
Man. Everyone's just making contact. Oh, I don't think Ruiz is going to get there. He does not. It's another run in. That's tough. Like, these are not necessarily great hits. I mean, the double was. That was just kind of a blooper into no man's land.
Ball, that's outside.
There we go. All right. Cubbies score too early. 3 hits and 2 runs. I mean, just getting hit kind of hard.
Yeah.
Ruiz, the guy we just gave a pretty good extension to. And a guy we really are hoping will take a step forward this year. Get that on base up. If we can get that contact up into the 70s maybe, I think that average will go up as well. His discipline went up quite a bit last year too, which is really helpful. But a guy that can steal as well as he can, we just need him on base.
Off the plate, ball one.
And unfortunately right now, he does struggle versus righties, so just something we got to work on. Second-year pro Colson Montgomery got his rookie start last year and did pretty well. And gets on with a single there. Just hangs back on the curve. Pushes out in the left field. That's fine. And Kyle Teal red hot 291. Oh.
All one's the count.
The whiffs on that curve. Oh, If only. I mean, look at the Ben Brown absolutely painting on the black right now. Arguably should just lay off those and hope for some ball calls, but tough. That curveball gets us again. And here's the rookie. He's getting his average up a little bit, though. Getting close to 200. OPS above 5. I have faith in the kid. We just need to get a little bit of a run going.
2 balls, no strikes.
We've seen him now in a few games.
Safe,
That one was pretty close. What's up, Vieira? Appreciate you joining the stream. Happy Friday to you as well. But he's got a beautiful, smooth swing. And we've seen him put good wood on the ball. Yeah. I'll probably be on this for like another hour, then I'll take a break, and then I'll be on COD tonight.
3-2.
So I'll be on just in a couple hours, probably like 2-3 hours. All right. The young rook works himself into a full count. Fastball down the middle. Would have loved a big swing there. We timed it up. And again, we get a fastball, challenge fastball, in on the hands a little bit. He'll get there. All right. Cannon in his second inning of work.
That's a ball.
Got worked a little bit.
Ball 1, no strikes.
In the first inning. Had a couple just hits out into no man's land.
Out.
And then that hard hit double down the first baseline. Thanks for sharing that, Vieira.
Ball 1.
Oh, I figured out what, because I know we had speculated about like clips. So if you clip it on my end, I can go back and like make shorts and stuff off the clips. So, oof, that cutter is missing really bad. It is catching way too much plate. So we need to be wary of that.
Nope, that's a ball.
There we go. PCA goes down looking on the high fastball. Jordan Adams. Who is Jordan Adams? This is a drafted player. Drafted, but not in this save. Or like not in this. Drafted in 2018. Round 1 pick. He's hitting really well.
0-1.
But we'll see if that's sustainable for a guy with pretty low ratings. Great snag by Vargas at third. All right. Then we got Theis, Rengifo, and Vargas coming up. Let's see what we can do here. This is why we need either a new outfielder so that we can put Teal behind the plate, or a catcher that can actually hit the ball. Because having Theis hitting 143, which is probably about as like Maybe he hits 200.
That ball's foul.
He just has so long to go. And he's going to start regressing. Like, he's in his 30s. But he had too much experience to send down to AAA. Didn't want to DFA him so early in the year. But he works a full count. He's putting together a pretty good at bat. He rips one down the first base line, but foul. Way out in front of 96. And hit hard. Got on that one too, but I mean, that's a really good ride for someone with like 50-something power, but you're not getting anything past PCA and center. That's just a fact. I mean, Ben Brown, he has been challenging in the zone. Lots of fastballs, lots of very hittable fastballs, and those good curveballs.
0-2 is the count.
Setting us up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
When they miss outside, it's so easy. But when they're right down the middle, that looks like a fastball out of the hand. Laid back on that one. But again, just some soft contact on that changeup. I mean, you got to think, if we're getting good timing on almost every swing that we're making contact with, eventually we're going to find some hits. Another great swing there, but PCA with the range, with the speed, flags it down. Cannon at 43 pitches through 2 full innings. Getting worked really deep into counts.
That's ball 2.
I mean, that's... Looks like that should be 0-2 to me, not 2-0, but that's baseball. Love to throw more cutters against these
3-2.
against these lefties, but we have missed so poorly and got hit really hard on the cutter. But inside fastball does the trick. Josh Lowe pops out. But again, you know, that's like a 6, 7, 8 pitch at bat, something like that. We really need to be more efficient.
Nope, that's inside.
Good effort from Montgomery. Nice diving effort there. Garrett Hampson sends one through the infield.
Runner.
The ratings for these guys are not great.
Yep, he made it.
But it's not like Jonathan Cannon's like an elite pitcher. Garrett Hampson swipes a bag. Not a bad jump from Teal. Or Theis, I guess, behind the plate, but just the throw way too high. Here is Teal. Got 2 outs. Need to get into more 0-1, 0-2 counts.
Ball 1.
But we are not getting anything on the black right now.
That's ball 2.
Frankly, don't really know what to do. I mean, he's pitching
3 balls, 1 strike.
beautifully, if we're honest about it. And swing and miss on the changeup. I mean, he's just painting all around the zone. We're just not getting many many swings on it. We're definitely not getting any just called strikes. All right, Jock up. 0 for 1. Went down on a wild swing in his first at-bat, if I remember correctly. I mean, that one hit really hard. No, it was a fly out to single, or to single to center. He does the exact same thing again. Another hard hit ball. Good timing on the low fastball. I mean, how many of these is Ben Brown going to throw where we get good timing and just haven't gotten a hit yet?
2-0.
You got to think eventually we will get to him, right? Jazz hitting under 200. And that is not going to go up as he hits a dribbler to first. I mean, these are stars. I'm not opposed to sending these guys down in the order. And obviously a guy like Jock, a guy like Jazz, no risk of going down to AAA.
No ball, 2 strikes. Outside, that's a ball.
But just because you get paid a lot doesn't mean you automatically are going to be at the top of the order. And Ruiz flies out. Ben Brown is getting so lucky. Hopefully we can start to get some of that luck going our way.
Hey, 2. 0-2.
This is a nice swing and miss. Like if that's a swing and miss right there, like that, we need more of that. Like getting 5 foul balls in a row. Not ideal. Is that one crushed? No, it's got to be foul, right? It's not. How do you hit that? We are getting so unlucky right now. That is not a bad pitch. He just doinks it off the foul pole. That's just so unlucky. Damn is right. That's like 2 inches above the zone with a guy with 53 power. We got Jock Peterson with 90 power, good timing fastball down the middle. And he can't even take it to the wall. That's baseball for you, folks.
All 1.
Andrew Banks, what's up, homie? Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you joining the stream.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch number 69 for Cannon. Nice. Fouled off.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The changeup has been really effective. We'll go to a here. And Shaw spits on it. The cutter. Fouled off. Challenge fastball. Right down the middle. And foul. There we go. The sweeper absolutely dotted. 5th strikeout for Cannon. But already at 75 pitches. And we haven't even gotten through 4 yet. Might just have to start grooving some. I mean, apparently when we throw it out of the zone, we give up a home run. So maybe if we throw it in the zone will get more outs. That's MLB The Show logic right there. No, I'm not salty about it. There we go. Nice easy ground ball for Vargas.
He's out.
I feel like we barely seen our defense play at all. It's been a slow game offensively for both teams, even though the Cubs
That pitch is out.
have 3 runs. They only have 5 hits. I think worst case scenario is they leave Ben Brown in. He keeps throwing us fastballs down the middle, and we get no hits, and he gets worn out, and then we see relievers without anything to show for it. Nice play in the outfield by Teal. Not his primary position, so good to see him making a play. Unlucky home run there. Not even, a pitch 3 inches, like 2-3 inches out of the zone. That's tough. All right, Colson, he's 1 for 1.
Counts 1-0.
Got to lock in. See if we can give Ben Brown a run for his money. Fastball down the middle. Good timing. Come on. Come on, gang. Comebacker. Fielded.
He's out.
Think how Colson Montgomery got a single in the first place. It was a comebacker, but Brown unable to glove it, and it got to the outfield.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Kyle Teal is first on the team with 8 RBIs. It just kind of goes to show you the lack of offensive production for this team right now.
No. Inside.
Where 4 weeks into the season, and we have our leader has 8 RBIs.
Outside.
We might take a pitch here looking for a walk. No, I can't give up on a fastball right down the middle. A little high, but still well within the zone. Oh, this game. All right, we got the rookie up. He's second in RBIs, but hitting under 200. That's kind of weird. Good rip on that fastball up and in. Ben Brown is getting tired.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I would say his accuracy might start to suffer, but
Ball 3.
he's just been piping us stuff down the middle. See if we get one here, and a 3-1 count. We get one. And the rookie! We finally get a user hit with the rookie. It's a single to right. Aldo de Villar. A single here in the top of the 5th. And our first one. Our first user-controlled hit. All right, Theis. What do you say, buddy?
Ball.
Just ripping 140. I don't know. Maybe we put Teal behind the plate and put Connor Joe back in the outfield. Like, does Connor Joe hit better than 140? Probably.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That might be the play.
Yeah.
Okay. Man. Baseball is just an unfair game. Theis goes down. We leave a rare base runner stranded. Gain it back up.
Nope. Ball 1.
Come on,
1 ball,
Blue!
1 strike.
We are getting absolutely hosed this game. We saw like the exact same pitch get called for a strike. Like 4 pitches ago. Oh, my Lanta. There we go.
Out.
If we lose this game, I actually will not feel bad about it at all. We've pitched well. We've had some really good at-bats. We have just gotten so unlucky. But the chances of Cannon getting out of here with a win are very slim. Josh Lowe having a nice leisurely day, going fishing on that high fastball. And this may very well be Cannon's last batter. It will not be. It is a blue pit to right. I think it's time to go to the pen. And we're going into the sixth. I don't think we're like in long relief territory. And it's a competitive game, so we'll get Murph up. And Gonzalez. And we'll see where we land.
Runner.
Oh, we got him. Easy.
Out.
That is the thing about Theis, though, is he is good defensively. He's great defensively behind the plate. But, I mean, so is Teal. So, I don't know. I think we're going to have to move Teal back behind catcher, especially with as well as he's hitting, and try and get a new outfielder out there that we think can hit above 150.
Nope.
All right, Javier Assad is our next pitcher. Looks pretty decent, 74 overall. Cutter, sinker, four-seamer, just a variety of fastballs that cut in different directions. We're early on that. Okay. Oh, that one's ripped. But caught. I don't think we've had a hit with Renipo today. Just a sinker down the middle. We're a little early on it, but tough swing at the curve. Whew. Good pitches. Should probably just let those go by, honestly, right? Vargas fights off the sinker. But, I mean, look at those pitch locations. That's nasty stuff. I mean, you got to swing to protect. That one a couple inches left up. It's a hittable ball. Big Jock, 0 for 2, but has absolutely barreled the baseball today. And we're way out in front of the Carter. That was a pitch to hit. I mean, the Cubs, it seems like they have a strategy. They are going to throw strikes and then deal with the consequences later.
Ball inside.
Which, I don't mind it. I like it, actually. That's how I like to pitch. But, can be frustrating on the other end when you don't get the output. Ooh. That sinker had some really late action there. Jock lucky to even get a piece. And that one gets him. Four-seamer bending away. All right. What do we need? Looks like lefties to play here. So Victor Gonzalez comes in. 5 games, 6 innings pitched with a 1.5 ERA.
Ball one.
I think Victor was one of our Rule 5 draft picks, and he has been pitching really well.
One ball, two strikes.
Oh, that one's gone. Change up. Just flies right into the zone. Ian Happ crushes it. 404 feet. Little opposite field too. Just right at center. Yeah. Change up to just caught way too much of the plate. And that one is fair. Unreal. Luckily fielded cleanly and quickly by Teal out and left, so it is just a single. Could have a decent opportunity here at a double play.
Inside, ball one.
Man, Gonzalez playing with fire right now. Leaving a lot of pitches up. We'll try the outside changeup again. That gets him. Miguel Amaya goes down swinging. His first out of the day.
That's outside.
Runner, he's going.
Matt Shaw fouls that one off with a runner in motion.
That's ball two.
Oh my God.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ah, it's a strike. Try this outside changeup again. That one gets the call. Shaw goes down. Finally, a little bit of luck our way. And now Weston Wilson. Who is Weston Wilson? 32-year-old. Hits lefties really well. Big utility player. Not bad. Dude plays.
Nope, that's foul.
And we'll go to the outside changeup again. Still catches way too much plate. What is Gonzalez? What is his... Yeah, that walk per 9 is a little low. And Wilson doing everything he can to hang on. Just fouling everything off. Do a low slider. Jesus. 47 vision. There we go. There we go. But Ian Happ, damage done. 8 hits by the Cubs, but it really doesn't feel like it. I don't know why. I mean, 8 hits, less than 1 an inning. And we have issued no walks.
1-0.
But, all right, Caleb Ferguson. I think he was with us last year, right? Oh my goodness, we got a hit. Jazz Chisholm. Just fillets one, little inside out swing. Pops it out to center. Right? Fergie Ferg was with us last year, yeah. Pitched 6.57 ERA. It was awful. Ruiz, great clutch and great versus lefties.
Aye.
And we swing right through a fastball with good timing. Brother, what are we doing? I mean, that one hit pretty well. Back at the wall and caught. White Sox putting on a masterclass in unluckiness. All right, Colson. I mean, Jazz really fast. Can get around the bases. We just got to get a ball in play. That one hit pretty hard. And caught on the warning track. It is honestly kind of comical at this point. Goodness gracious. All right, Kyle Teal 0 for 2 today. Has hit well in the early parts of this year. Need to look at a pin. Wait for these messages to go away. There we go. Righty lefty doesn't really matter. Like, these contact ratings are all so low. I guess we'll put Murph in.
Ball inside.
Cut her away. We're early on that. And we swing through a fastball up in the zone. I'm very confident that the timing was good on that one. Yikes. All right, we're running out of chances. And it looks like the Cubs may very well have ownership over Chicago for this series at least.
Oh.
But Murphy, three pitches and 2 outs is very nice. Josh Lowe on an 8-game hit streak. And that might end today.
Oh.
0 for 4 on the day. And that is a very fast 1-2-3 inning. Let's see if that gives our team any momentum at the plate. Starting off with the number 2 overall pick in last year's draft. I mean, that one was hit pretty well. But obviously outside the zone. Good sweeper in on the hands. And then that's way too high. Oh, I might honestly cut Theis. There's only so many fast, like good timing fastballs down the middle that you can take. Yes. Get ate up by the curveball. Renifo has a hit. Our first one of the day with our best hitter from last year. We get a little blooper down the third base line, but we'll take it. You never know. We can easily score 4 in an inning. We've done it before. We're at the top of our lineup.
That's a ball.
And we just hit it straight into the ground, bro. Oh! Gonna go crazy. Tough day. Tough day at the plate. I mean, our bullpen, though, tied for second in saves, 30th in innings, 11th in ERA, 4th in earned runs, and 1st in walks. Like, those are all, that's great. I'm okay with being 30th in innings because we don't want, or maybe, do you think that's 30th is, that means our bullpen has pitched more innings than everyone else or less? I actually don't know. I interpret it as we have pitched the fewest innings of any team, which is great, right? You don't want your bullpen pitching a lot of innings, so maybe I'm just misinterpreting that statistic, but otherwise, like, our bullpen has been really, really good. Easily a top 10 in the league. Our starting pitching's been doing really well, at least last time we checked. It just comes down to the offense. We added 2 big bats, so I mean, and we started off really hot. Let's just see if we can get on track. Very long, 162 game, grueling year. So plenty of opportunity to right the ship, and obviously, like, still have opportunities to make moves, to make trades, if need be, to try and bring in some bats. Because I don't want to be the New York Mets, right? Where we just have outstanding pitching every year and score like 2 runs a game. Sweet Lou, former Athletic legend, Sweet Lou Trevino. Yeah. Was really good this year. 2018, I think they went to the playoffs. I think this is the year actually where they lost to the Houston Astros in their year where they were caught cheating. Since then has not been great, but getting an opportunity here in Chicago, facing off against Jock Peterson. Got to pitch the hit. Jock is actually hitting better versus lefties than righties. Unbelievable. And quickly finds himself down 0-2. Three good pitches by Trevino. That one absolutely, maybe not like, I mean, that's hit pretty hard, right? I think it's like somewhere around, like, with the correct launch angle, 95 and above can get you a home run. A very high percentage of the time. So if you're hitting 91 off the bat, it's not like you're hitting it soft.
Counts 1-0.
But another good swing from Jock and just 3 lineouts. Jazz up next. I mean, obviously, when you're paying someone, I think we're paying Jazz like over $20 million, and he's hitting 153 to start the year. Sorry, 158. Want to give him at least a little bit of credit.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, outside.
2-2. It's only 4 runs. A bloop and a blast. And then another bloop and another blast. And we're back into it. Likely would have been ball 4, but
Got him.
it is hard to tell sometimes with those sinkers. At least for me. All right, and our hopes come down to Estuary Ruiz.
I got a ball, 1
Has
strike.
got some good swings in today, but a lot like the rest of the team. Has put some really good wood to the baseball, but just can't get much to land.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Late. Bites off the sinker. Staying alive. We go down the slider. Tough pitch. Sweet Lou gets the save. And just a really tough game, honestly. I know Cannon, 6 hits and 3 earned and 5 is not great. But it never really felt like we were punished with bad pitching. It just felt like, just some blue hits. Okay, yeah, he gave up a home run. He got hit hard once or twice. But, that's it. Ben Brown goes 5, throws fastballs down the middle and gets out of it. That is just baseball for you, I guess. All right, so we played our 2 games this month. Given the team where we're at, especially so early, I will probably go back to doing my streams where we're playing 2 full games a month. We're going to try and be competitive. So we'll sim out the rest of this month. We'll do our scouting, and then that will be it for today. And, of course, we'll play any moments that come along as well. And right on cue. Let's see. We are up by 1. We got 2 runners on with 2 outs. Let's see if we can close this one out. On base at 258. I cannot stress how abysmal that is. All right. So Victor Gonzalez in. And we saw Victor in the last game.
Ball 1. 1 and out.
And Abrams hitting over 400 with runners in scoring position. That's about as good as it gets.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh my God. Steele with the throw home. 98 speed. We're not going to get it.
He's in there.
Game is tied. The changeup, it just catches too much of the plate. And now we really got to worry with Jose Ramirez up. Do we have anyone warmed up? We might put in someone cold. We need a righty versus Ramirez. Although it might not matter. By the time the pitcher gets warmed up, it will not matter. Steele with the throw home. Decent throw, but not in time. Guardians walk it off. Oh no, it's just the top of the 9th. Just kidding. My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh. It's just so frustrating when you give up singles that, like, guys are there to make a play. You can't. All right. Why not? We'll finish playing it out. It's only 1 inning. facing off against Cade Smith. Peel at the plate, 0 for 3 today.
No, that's a ball. Ball, hot.
Just need to work some quality at bats. Late on the fastball. Pitch to hit. Been early all day, but late on that one. Colson flies out. Another really good pitch to take a rip at. Just late. So not the worst timing.
Strike. Woo. 0-1.
And Julks, we might sub. Does anyone have contact versus righty? Andrew Vaughn. Looks like Renifo got the day off, but we're going to sub him in.
Oh. One ball,
Only hitting
one strike.
205. Pitch to drive. Hanging in there. Feel like the splitter's coming. It was. He left it up.
Ball.
Great at bat from Renifo here. 7th pitch coming. Still hanging in.
That's a ball.
Really good take there on the low fastball.
2 strikes. Ball four.
And we work a walk. Big at bat. Big at bat there. And now Theis, who actually is 2 for 3 today. Are we that far out in front? We are. Oh my goodness. How am I reading it so fast?
Ball. 1-1.
Must have taken my vitamins or something. I am seeing fastball, but I'm out ahead of like 96. That went too high. Theis can't connect to protect. Cleveland gets the win. Jocko's 1 for 3 with a homer. Man. Still only 7 hits. I mean, 4 runs, 7 hits. It's not awful, right? You can win quite a few games that way. And another high leverage situation. Jeez, we're playing close. So I guess we got to feel good about that. Murph on the bump, bases loaded. I mean, third best ERA in the league has got to make you feel good, right? Jose Ramirez at the plate, 0 for 4 today. 2 outs. We just need 1 out. We got it. All right. A 1 pitch out there. We'll take that. Ruiz 2 for 4 with a triple and a double. That's good to see. What I really want to see is our massive free agent signing do something. Like, where is Jazz Chisholm? And why is he not hitting the baseball? Jazz is hitting 129. Are you kidding me? Colson's going to move up. Who else is hitting well? Kyle Teal's hitting well. He's going to take over for Vargas. Jock's hitting 232 right now. He's a little up and down, but only 1 year deal. We just need him to be good for 1 year. But we just cannot have guys coming in here hitting 170s, 190s. Absolutely abysmal. We are going to make the switch. We're going to put Teal back behind the plate and put, I guess, Connor Joe in left for now. See if maybe he can hit better than 170. Brother. Scout it. All right. So Manny Escobar, the potential, so he's very likely a B potential, like a high B potential and like mid 60s overall. The hitting, the defense is solid. I don't think he's worthy of the #1 pick, although he is a very good pick. We discovered no new pitchers. And we have Howard Wright. They have him all the way down to 25 because that potential is sliding. So maybe he's not nearly as good as we thought. Really sad we didn't have like a true generational to start, but we'll go international. That should bring us plenty of guys. And I think we're going to just go ahead and start looking for... We need outfielders. We need outfielders bad. And we have the #1 pick. I would rather it not be a pitcher, just because good position players are so hard to find. Just looking for anyone that's any position players that have moved up the draft board. Jeff Hines kind of has. But already max of 93 potential. Antoine Ludd. I mean, Lorenzo Vina went from 14th to 7th. And Antoine Lund went from 3rd to 2nd. The bat skills on both these guys aren't overwhelming, but we'll give a look at them. And then hopefully we find some outfield prospects that will tickle the pickle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, looks like we strung together a few wins. We did. So we split the series with Cleveland. We won the series versus Colorado. We're 3 games above 500, taking on a bad Tampa Bay Rays team. Another day of scouting. Antoine Lund doesn't look bad. Beat potential, probably a 60-something overall. Plays the entire infield, but more defensive minded. Obviously, that's not bad, but we need something better. And we discovered 2 new outfield prospects, or 3 new outfield prospects. Oh my goodness. Herb Merced. We have him at rank 7. Please tell me that this guy is going to be worth the number 1 pick. Potentially great speed and defense. And gets on base, which Lord knows we need. That could be massive. That could be massive. How we doing on starting pitching? I mean, if we have like a true amazing talent at starting pitching, I'm not against it. But when you can find pitchers way down the board for great value. And we need corner outfield like the day is long. All right. So we actually lose the series versus Tampa Bay. So we had a huge home stretch this month and did not play particularly well. But we're still above 500. Taking on Seattle here. And we got a moment. Bases loaded in the 10th with only 1 out. Let's see what we can do here. Hop into the moment. Jolks at the plate versus a righty. No thank you. Although he does have 64 clutch, so that's not bad. And he's hitting 286. You know what? We're going to give him a shot here. Facing off against Gregory Santos. Slider, sinker, four-seamer. Four-seamer up to 100. And we get a sinker at 94. I cannot fathom how I could possibly be seeing the ball so well today that I'm so early on everything. Like, so early on everything. I mean, 3 filthy pitches. Please, Jazz. We're late on that, aren't we? No, good timing. Bro. I mean, that's filthy. Are we really going to sign Jazz and then try and trade him away?
Ball inside.
That feels unlikely. Like, we would give him at least a full year for, especially for the amount of money. Why are we so early on 93? Good take. Oh my God. Could he walk in a run? Might. God. That was such a good pitch. I truly thought that was going to be inside. And the Mariners walk it off. That's tough. I guess I should have swung, right? But, I mean, I thought I 100% thought that that was going to be a ball. It was not. All right. We win 3 in a row. We're still above 500. And that's a good place to be right now, early in the year. We're only one game out of first. Like, we're competing, which is where at the very least we want to be, right? I mean, our pitching is amazing. Like, our young guys are playing well. Means is pitching outrageously good, 1.54 ERA and 0.88 WHIP. Bryce is regressing somehow. I have no idea how this is possible. Like, if you took out... Oh, those are only 20 innings, too. If you took out these 2 years, he'd be an all-star, like, every year. I have no idea how he's regressing, because he's pitching amazing. The bullpen, maybe not so much. Only 3 innings, but 9 ERA for Noah Schultz. He's a rookie, though. And, like, we've barely even used our long relievers. Stephen Wilson. Where did you get shelled? Said 2 bad outings. The rest has been good. A little worried about Pache, though. But only 1 blown save so far. Even though the numbers aren't great. We'll keep him in there for now. It's just the lineup, man. I mean, brother. $27.5 million for the next 7 years. And he's hitting 155. I cannot... The walk rate is actually up, but he's striking out a ton. He's just not getting, like, he just cannot hit the ball to save his life or draw, even though the walk rate is up. I mean, brother. I guess we'll put Jolson left. He's hitting the ball at least. We'll try to do something. We'll move him up, leading off versus lefties. Do something like that. Villar is finally hitting over 2, but he's regressing as a rookie. That's not ideal. Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll see how we go from here. that'll be it for today. We'll have the month of May in the next stream, some more scouting. Hopefully we can just hang in there until our bats get hot, and then maybe we turn it around later in the year. I just don't think... Actually, I think what we might do... I mean, there's some bats in here. Solaire's old as shit, and there's no way we're DHing him. But a Stone Garrett for a year? For $3 million? For $5 million? We'll do that. And then let's do I don't think we'll send Villar down yet. I mean, he's already hitting 200. Colson Montgomery didn't hit 200 for like half a season. He just struck out. He's just striking out way too much. We'll leave him in for now. And I think we'll... DFA Connor Joe. Or just maybe release him outright. Let's just outright him to AAA. How much are we paying him? Let's just release him. Okay, maybe not. Alright, so that's what we'll do. And then we'll do Stone in left, because he can still play defense reasonably well for a corner outfield. And then we'll move him up to like maybe the 5 spot for now. And then versus lefties, put him in now. Like, Julks is the only one hitting. God, this is tough. I guess we'll have him DH for now. We'll have him DH. And we'll have Lennon Sosa actually play short. Because Colson's not hitting lefties at all. So then we'll go... And Stone has really good powers versus lefties. We'll see how that plays. We got to do something, right? We can't just be in competition a month in and just sit on our hands. So we'll see how that goes. And I don't know. Maybe Stone Garrett's the pickup. Who knows? He's got good ratings. He's how old? 30 something? He's only 31, right? So he's regressing, but I think that's just because he wasn't playing. And he gives us a little bit more flexibility. So we'll see how we go. That'll be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. If you're turning, I really appreciate you and your time. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.